evening, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's podcast. I hope that and you had an amazing day. I am trying to share this on my page, so you all bear with us. We want to make sure that our friends and family is tuned in. Also, we want to
Mhm.
make sure that those who want to know more about what we're going to be talking about tonight is tuned in. So we're going to go ahead and get started on tonight. Good evening, Joshua. Thank you so much for joining.
Good evening. Glad to be here.
Awesome. So for those who will be joining us and those who will be watching the replay, Joshua Dawson is my baby brother. And he
Mhm.
just accomplished to me a monumental milestone. So we're going to talk about that monumental um, milestone in just a few minutes. But Joshua, just to get started with our conversation, how was your day?
It was pretty good, pretty smooth for a
Uh,
Tuesday. So it went by pretty good. No complaints.
good stuff. And I know, like, in the land of education and working with students, working with parents, working with other faculty and staff, things can be a little complex sometimes, but hey, I'm
Yeah.
sure you know how to navigate it. You know how to get things done. So I always say this: if you are watching our podcast, make sure that you comment so that we can shout you out. I love to recognize all of my guests who tune in on tonight. So make sure that you tune in. Brianna is on. She stated, "Good afternoon, good evening." Brianna, I see you came back and stated our evening. Listen, Brianna, I know how sometimes time go by so fast. So there is
Mhm.
that possibility for you to think it's still afternoon, but honey, it is evening. But good evening and thank you so much for tuning in. And as I always state, make sure that you go ahead and like and share this podcast. So, Joshua, just to get started, I have a question for you here. And this question is this: how do you provide support and guidance to both students and colleagues at Elementary School? How do you provide that support and guidance? It's kind of like twofold, but same.
Well, that's a good question. You can actually do both at the same time. There's plenty of situations that we might be in that will involve another colleague and a student. Some might ask what they should do about a situation that they can come up with the best way of dealing with it and provide, the ample amount of opportunity to help the child overcome whatever the situation it might be. Some may
Right.
need more help than others. Some may need less help than others, but um, we support each other. And at the end of the day, it's supposed to
Right.
be a family. So at the end of the day, everybody need everybody to help push everybody forward. Students as well as colleagues need that support system. At the end of the day, if you need help or you have a question about something, you always have someone to go to. For instance, me, if I have a question, I would go to a fellow teammate that maybe be in third, fourth, or fifth grade. Uh, as for them, they might go to admin to ask certain questions that their teammates may cannot answer. That's just like our students. They might go to their classmates. If it's something they cannot answer, they will come to us. And if something I can't answer, I go to the teacher. So it's almost like a train or levels to the different ways of getting questions answered.
I love that. So you all rely on each other. That's what I'm hearing. If you don't
Correct.
have the answer to a problem or a situation, you're not the one that say, that don't have nothing to do with me. That's not my, that's not my lane. You are a fixer. So you're going to seek out a solution to the problem. So I like that response, Joshua. And we have a comment that came in from Brianna. all right now, problem solver, good technique. Absolutely. I think that is so essential, especially when you're working in the field of education, because why? You don't know it all. So I love that. I love that. Roger is on. He stated, good evening, everyone. Good evening,
So
Roger.
brother-in-law
What you say, Joshua?
said, "What's up, brother-in-law?"
Yes. Thank you so much, Roger, for tuning in on tonight. So again, I think support and guidance is really, really important. And Joshua, when you kind of look at students, what are sometimes some of the I would say problems or little minute things that you have to kind of help them work through?
Sometimes it be issues that may have happened right before they got to school. So a lot of times, whatever happened between that transition from them waking up, getting ready, or for between that time of them getting up and get to school, a lot can happen. So a lot of times we try not to judge when they come in those doors because at the end of the day, how we react towards certain stuff could cause them to delay their reaction towards us the rest of the day. And so at the end of the day, we gotta know how to when they come in, good morning, be that sunshine to them, um, starting out in the morning time, because like you say, you may not know what they're going through. A lot of kids deal with a lot before they enter that door. And sometimes a lot of
Right.
kids, when they enter that door and they be around that love and certain love they get from teachers or the classmates, some may not want to go home. So at the end of the day, it's
Right.
how you treat and how you love them because they can tell what true love is when you're around them. When you
Mm.
show true love, that makes them gravitate more to you. And to make them, at the end of the day, they want to feel like they're trying to prove you right. Are they trying to do this for
Right.
you? But at the end of the day, we want them to do it for themselves. But at the
Right.
end of the day, that's where we have to discern and have to know what to say, when to say it. Or sometimes you just say good morning and just go back and talk to them later. Because at that time, they may not want to talk. So it's
Right.
almost like us as adults. Some people, they coffee people. But don't talk to me right now until I get my caffeine. So you have people that's like that. So at the end of the
Right.
day, you know how to react. You'll know if they had their caffeine or if they didn't have their caffeine that morning. So that's the way we just have to look at it when we're dealing with kids or adults. So yeah.
I love that. And you said something that I want to elaborate on, but let me recognize our other guests that have commented. Mabel is on. She stated, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mabel. Thank you so much for tuning in on tonight. Joshua, one of the things that I love what you just stated, you said that, hey, you have to be the sunshine. Educators have to be the sunshine because a lot of these children, they deal with a lot of things prior to even getting to school. So you mentioned in that transition, something could have occurred that have created a certain behavioral response from those children. But as educators, as adults, having that sensitivity, having that empathy, and having that, I will say, you utilize the term discernment, being able to say, you know what, this kid may have had a difficult start of the morning, but you just saying good morning to them and smiling sets the foundation for the evening. So I love that, Joshua, what you stated. That was so powerful. Kim is on. Hello, Kim. Thank you so much for tuning in. She said, wow, I see why you won. I feel your love for students and the love for children. Thank you so much, Kim, for that. We have a LinkedIn user that is on that says, hi from LinkedIn land. Hello, LinkedIn user. Sherry is on. She stated, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sherry. Thank you so much for tuning in. Kim is back again. She said, be the sunshine for the sunshine. What a word. Absolutely right, Kim. That was powerful. That was very, very powerful. Bree Yakety Yak from YouTube said hello from YouTube land. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, guess what, Joshua? We have people from LinkedIn on tonight, Facebook, and YouTube. I love it. I love it. Joshua, with you being a male, in education, how do you
Mhm.
think that plays a part in influencing these children? Being seeing that male figure, because we do know it's overly saturated with
Mhm.
females, but you being a male and also a black male at that, being in the educational system, what do you think, or how do you think that plays a part?
Well, I think it plays a huge part in the school system because us black males are lacking in the school system. Um, I can say by me being at Ashley Elementary going on 7 years next year, um, I can tell by me being there how it affected a lot of kids' life, males and females at that, students of all
Yes.
races. Um, it's amazing that how you can see the growth in certain kids. And the thing about it, I said this last time, I think I was on your podcast, because a lot of kids, when they go home, they don't see a lot of people that look like me. So at the end of the day, by them seeing me in the school system, or by they seeing me moving around, or how I dress, or different types of ways, they're like, okay. So if I see this person out here that look like him, I'm not gonna be afraid. Because sometimes they don't see that when they go back home. So at the end of the
True.
day, me just being there changes the outlook on them looking at other people. So for instance, for I would say some of the black males that I have, we have a mentor program that we have at the school, which involves the social worker and the guidance counselors, which are females. And so we work together. And at the end of the day, they are the backbone and the front bone at the end of the day when we do stuff together. And we work together and we focus on how to maneuver through life, how to put the
Mm,
foot forward. What, uh, how do we worry about working on our certain behaviors? What different ways can we challenge ourselves to change certain things? So each time we meet together, we have different masteries or different objectives we want them to focus on, and that they take that and use it in everyday life, even when they step out the doors. So by us being there, by me being there, I can see a change in a lot of kids, and they can feel like I can go Mr. Dawson. They be like, "Oh, Mr. Dawson, cool. I can talk to Mr. Dawson," because at the end of the day, they know I'm gonna give them an honest answer, and I'm gonna be truthful with it. But at the end of the day,
yes.
I'll be stern as well. But at the end of the day, it's like you say, you have to discern. You have to know what to say, when to say it, because they know Mr. Dawson gonna be that person. You don't keep it real with you at the end of the day. When it's a person can keep it real with you, a person have what else can they do? Just respect it, because you have days
Yes.
you keep it real with them. They be upset with you. Next day, they dap you up before they walk out. They see you later, Mr. Dawson. And it's
Yeah.
just a part of being real. And that's the part. Be real with them and they be real with you. And a lot of kids say, well, you gotta get respect to give respect. And that's true. But at the end of the day, you have to set the tone too. So at the end of the day, that's what I try to do when I walk in those doors. Be that, be that eye for them when they come in. They see me. Oh, that's Mr. Dawson. You know, I can talk to him. I can look up to him. I can wherever I got going through. I know Mr. Dawson. He'll be there. If he can't say something for you, you'll find somebody else to talk to you to get whatever you need out. So yeah.
I love that, Joshua. I have to elaborate on that, but let me read some of these comments that came in. Bonita Quick is on. Good evening, Bonita. She said, good
What's up,
evening. All
Anita?
right, Josh. Thank you for tuning in, Bonita. Bree from Yakety Yak YouTube land stated, I believe that you have a positive effect on both males and females. And I totally agree with that. Sherry Dawson Williams stated, love this. My brother. I
Oh
know
man,
Sherry gonna come with something
that girl
funny and
crazy.
hilarious, but yet relevant. She stated, my brother is the Martin Luther King of Ashley Elementary. Yes, yes, Sherry. Since if
Said
that's how
that.
you see your brother, that is how you see your brother. Love it. Brianna stated, I'm sure you're helping some children heal what possibly could have been an unmet childhood need of no father figure. However, with you in their life during these pivotal times, you will leave a lifelong effect as they continue to grow. What do you think about that statement, Joshua?
That's awesome because a lot of kids don't have father figures. Like I said, it's no particular race. At the end of the day, it's a lot of people, a lot of males, a lot of females that's dealing with no father figures, or they can have people at the house that's supposed to have father figure mentality, but it's not being the father. So you can have a father that's there at the house, but still is not a father. So a father is a person that, provide and take accountability. So at the end of the day, to that remind me, I had student that recently gave me a note yesterday for teacher appreciation, and she wrote me like a half a page, and she was there, so around third grade, and this is her last year. She's in fifth grade, and she wrote me a note. She said, "You're the best male teacher I ever had," and she said, "You always
Wow.
been there when I needed you. You always listened to me, and you always gave me great advice, even when I was down. You always every day make me laugh or put a smile on my face." And certain things
Mm,
like that, the little things like that, you may not know that affect the child. You don't, like you said, you don't know what they're going through. You say a little joke to them, a little high five joke or something like that, but at the end of the day, you don't know that little gesture, like I said, can change somebody's whole day and their whole
mm.
reality about certain situations. So
Wow.
yes.
That little gesture can
Mhm.
help shift and change a child's mindset. Joshua,
Mhm.
oh my goodness, that was powerful. That was really powerful. I wanted to say something earlier, but I want to read the comments. And what I want to say is that you mentioned when you are real with them, honest with them, they may get mad at you temporarily, but they're going to
Mhm.
respect you. And I
Yeah.
think that is something that we should take from that standpoint of you being an educator to students, from educator to educator, from administrator to educator, from adult to adult. I think that
Mhm.
is so important. We can learn from each other if we just be honest.
Correct.
Because people, at the end of the day, yes, it's going to hurt, but guess what? It's going to help. It may hurt the feeling, but it's going to help you in the long run. So I love that, and I love the story about the young lady, the young girl. She's not a lady, but a young girl writing the letter. That's something you should keep a
Yeah.
scrapbook for keepsake. That is so powerful that she would even share that. Roger said, "Good stuff, brother-in-law." And she also stated, "Your parents are on. Hello, parents." She stated, "And when they don't listen, Lord Jesus, he becomes Malcolm X. Girl, I
Thanks.
love the scenario. Niggers, but no, I understand what she's saying. You're just being that
Yeah.
strong leader, that strong representation of what a leader looks like. So I love that. I love that. And she also stated, "You better preach, preacher. A father take on a father responsibility and take accountability." That was very powerful, Joshua, what you stated, because Brianna mentioned earlier about a lot of children don't have that father figure. And you stated some of them do have fathers in the household, but they really are not being a father. And a father takes on responsibility and accountability. Joshua, you and I both grew up in the same household. So talk
Mhm.
about some of the attributes really quickly. We're going to move on to some things that I definitely want to show before this podcast ends. Talk about how your father played a role in teaching you these two concepts or these two attributes and any other thing that you may want to share.
Yes. Shout out to my dad, Leo F. Dawson, Sr. Um, my dad has done a lot, starting from when I was little. all the way up to my age now, um, he has shown us a lot what a working hard man is, from being going to work before we even woke up or got together. He out the door at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, didn't get home till like 7 o'clock, and still going to Bible study at 7:30 in his
Yeah.
fast universe, and not his universe, his fast uniform. And it's like he showed us a lot of things that at that point we was like we didn't get, or I didn't get at that time. And I'm like, look at like a person being hard on you, but when you sit back and realize as you get older, you realize, oh yeah, I see that now. And it was
Right.
like, I remember times I'd be like, you know what? I said, I'm not gonna be like Daddy when I grow up. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do that. And then as I got older, I realized I said I do a lot what my daddy do. And so
Wow.
it shows that you can say whatever you want to, but when you got that positive influencer in your life,
That hot.
and you got that motivation, and that person who has the eye for their kids and can see what they can't see at that time and believe in you when you don't believe in yourself, that's powerful. And I can say he has pushed me. And just looking at how he used to tell me stories about how he started in the school system, and he said it wasn't for me. he said I didn't have the patience for it. And I say it's amazing, by me doing what I'm doing now. It's like just knowing that, man, I'm following his same footsteps, not knowing that I was gonna be doing that now in my career, and just
Wow.
knowing that I'm following the same footsteps as him and doing what he wanted to do, but he ended up doing it in another way, reaching out to people, doing his next career that he chose after that. So I can say my dad was a powerful influence. And still today is a powerful influence. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how old you get. You're always gonna need
That's
your
right.
parents. Not so much always, you shouldn't have to need them financially. You could be just, you know, getting knowledge from them or asking about certain things in life, because they live life. At the end of the day, they
Yes.
still are living life. So at the end of the day, they can still give you that parent talk, or if you have something to go to them, they're still there. Like a parent's gonna be a parent no matter how old you get. So
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
appreciate my father for everything.
I love it. They lived life and they are still living life. I love how you brought that out. And Joshua, that was a beautiful, beautiful tribute to our father. So I appreciate you sharing that. And I just want to read some of these additional comments, and I have some footage that I want to share. Brianna stated, I hope you framed that, meaning that letter from that little girl at your school. Mabel stated, awesome. Wasn't it awesome, Mabel? I definitely agree. Teachers operate as therapists without the clinical licensure. Seriously, I concur with that, even though I am not a teacher, right? And Brianna stated, I can tell, which is your father, Bishop is a teacher at heart. Most definitely he is. And Sherry stated, my dad always said, keep your credit good because I ain't co-signing for you. Yes, I always
Facts.
tell people, say what, Joshua?
I said that is facts. From child
Facts.
one to the last child, he's not co-signing.
Right. Absolutely. And she also stated that Caleb said, hi or hey, Josh. All right. So, Joshua, I want to play this clip and I want my viewers and those who will watch the replay to listen. This is Dr. Conley, who is the superintendent of Cumberland County School um, system. Joshua was afforded the opportunity to win a monumental award, which was the Teacher Assistant of the Year award for Cumberland County Schools. And then y'all have what, a total of like 80 plus schools, 88, 89, something
Yes.
around there. And he was selected as Teacher Assistant of the Year. Let's play. I want to play this clip and then we're going to talk about this really briefly.
Home books and you name it, and all that you are navigating as And I would really like to think of you as teacher assistants. I like to think of you as assistant teachers.
Mm.
Assistant teachers. Many times you are the teacher in the classroom. You are the one making the difference for the children in the classroom, supporting the teacher. And Mr. Tolman and I were talking earlier, when we remember we were teachers, brand new teachers. Well, the person that made us successful and made it look like we knew what we were doing was the teacher assistant. And when the principal was coming in to do our evaluation, the TA, my TA would always say, do this, do that, don't do that. You know? So you really are an assistant teacher, not just teacher assistant. We appreciate all that you do, helping the children, helping the families, and you are the masters of multitasking. I don't know how you do it, but you make it happen every single day. We appreciate you, we celebrate you, and congratulations on being a finalist, and one of you will represent Cumberland County to go on to be the regional person, to be the state person, and hey, we have a trend going on the Cumberland County Principal of the Year became the regional Principal of the Year and a finalist for state Principal of the Year. Our assistant principal last year, or year before last, became regional AP of the Year, state AP of the Year, and national finalist. All right, then the superintendent became regional superintendent of the year, state superintendent of the year, and finalist for the national. So whoever wins, the pressure is on you. You have to always to the national. Thank you for what you do every single day.
So, Joshua, Dr. Conley said some good things. One of the things that he stated, and these are the two things I want to highlight, he stated that he preferred to call teacher assistants assistant teachers because of all of the things that they do. And I concur, I agree with him on that. He said, you all multitask and you all make teachers look good. You do a lot. Do you agree with that?
I agree 100% about that. We are assistant
I,
teachers.
yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that. And then not knowing that you were going to win. I mean, you were confident now. I can't take that away from you. You did walk in there and say, I'm gonna win it. But what I'm saying is not knowing that he was going to say that the pressure is on because whoever won from the local level moved to the different other levels. So basically, he's saying, Joshua, the pressure is on. So, what
Right.
did you think about his comments? And now I'm going to read these comments, a few more clips, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Um, when I heard that, I was like, man, I said I just got to step up to the plate. We got to make Cumberland County look good. Like I said, it was amazing that when he came to talk to me before it even started. A lot of them came and shook my hand, and he was like, how long you been teaching? And this, that, and the third. And he said, you know what? He said, you probably gonna be the next superintendent one day. I was like, what? And that might register in my head. I was like, okay. And then when we went up there for the finalists, when we got our first award, he shook my hand. He had said something then. Then when I went back, when I won, he said, I told you. He said, you'll be superintendent one year. So it was just amazing that, that he sees that in me, coming from the interview that I had, interviewing for, teacher assistant of the year. So it was a major accomplishment, to get those motivation or the motivated words from them and other people that was in the room.
I love it, Josh. I love it. And Josh, we have a comment here and stated Brianna said Joshua done became a talker. Wow. I guess because you're on the podcast talking and
Mhm.
your sister came in and concurred. She stated, Josh, you better talk that talk. And you got some celebratory emojis there. Keisha is on. She stated, hey. She sent a emoji there, a love emoji showing some appreciation and also a hand wave. Hello. And she said, congratulations, Josh. And we have some additional comments. Assistant teacher, not teacher assistant, is the truth. I definitely agree with that. And your mom wants to know about her. Josh, you want to give a quick shout out to your mother really quickly?
Shout out to my mother who kept us straight, Miss Queen Esther Dawson. Can't forget her, the backbone and front bone of the Dawson Five. The ones, my dad couldn't be there because he was at work. Hey, front, right there in the front in the office. Anytime they called, she was there. She made sure if we had to be here, to be there. She did the best way she could to get us there. Um, and those times we missed the bus, and my dad tell us to catch the fast bus to school. Mom used to stick on, so I take them to school. So those little times, it help motivate us because a lot of people are not gonna drop their kids off at school, and so that definitely pushed us. And I definitely, love my mother and my father for what they have done and the time they took out with us and the time that they motivated us and encouraging words that she gave me. Times that I may have rough days, like last week, I had a rough day, and she just called out of nowhere. She was like, "Just call to see how you doing." And I was on the other end. I was like, I said, "She be knowing." Without me even calling her, I said, "She be knowing." And so we just the call to be able to talk to her, and to get that off me to release that, made my day go a lot better because you don't know. At the end of the day, we also need people to talk to as well,
That's
and
true.
you don't want to release everything to everybody. So at the end of the
Right.
day, um, I appreciate you, Mom, for everything you do, that you're still doing, and keep fighting the good fight.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. But yes, thank you, Mom, because when Dad said when we missed the bus that we had to catch the city bus, you'll be like, I'm gonna take you out of school.
Yeah.
Daddy was trying to teach us a lesson. Mom was like, I'm gonna take you to school. So thank you so much for that. Love it. All right. So Brianna said it. Your Mother Dawson, is a stern teacher. She don't play no games.
And don't. Uh-oh, she got disconnected. But that is true. My mom did not play no games. So at the end of the day, thank you, Mom, for real. Well,
Abs- Absolutely. She was
I
great.
think over about to be Red X podcast.
Listen, I don't know what happened. It just pushed me out, but I pivot right back in here in this
Yeah, I had
podcast.
it there for you.
Brianna said that she is a sweetheart. And Chandler is on. Hello, Chandler. Chandler said, awesome, Joshua. You are a great role model for your faculty and students. Thank you so much for tuning in on Chandler. Sherry stated, like, I am the assistant mama. Yes, you are. Brianna says, speak it into existence. I guess when you were talking about Cumberland County Superintendent told Josh that he will one day become a superintendent. Hey, we have someone, Keisha Matt, Keisha MC is on. She said, hey, coach. She also stated, congrats. Thank you so much, Keisha, for tuning in on tonight. We really appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. And Dro Dawson is on. He said, Queenie Cutie.
Cutie.
Okay, congrats, bro. He put a hashtag in there. Benita Quick stated, keep being a positive influence. Positive Black male teachers are needed in education. Definitely agree with that. Definitely. Jay is on. He stated, hey, y'all. Hey, Jay, thank you so much for tuning in on tonight. Sherry Dawson stated, Dad said, catch the fast, and Mama fastly took us to school. Laugh out loud. Hello. Definitely did appreciate that. Lord have mercy. Daddy was trying to embarrass us. Okay. She stated, I'm hollering. Jay also stated, why you kicked your sister off? Listen, I don't know. Something happened. But guess what, Jay? I'm back in here and I love it. He was able to continue the conversation while I was out. Okay. Drill stated, we used to ride the high school bus and get dropped off at an elementary school sometimes. Don't forget. Yes. And my dad had a old car. When we missed the bus, y'all, he had a new one and an old one. He would take the old raggedy car.
Teach us a
Just a
lesson. Get
lesson
up.
drop us off. I'm like, man, you know you wrong for that. But anyway, we love him dearly. Jay stated, mother is an angel, isn't she? She definitely is. Josh, hey, you have Daisha. Did I say that name right?
Deja.
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 Sorry, Deja. Deja Singleton is on. She said, Coach, congrats. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Deja, for tuning in on tonight. Listen, y'all, I have to show y'all this snippet. And again, as I stated, we're going to soon be wrapping this up, but I have to show you this snippet here. Y'all watch this.
See it now? Okay, so amidst these outstanding finalists, one individual has truly stood out for their exceptional contributions. And it is my honor to announce the 2023-2024 Teacher Assistant of the Year, Joshua Dawson.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Joshua won.
And I'm trying to type
Ready?
this
1,
down.
2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
Get more. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, hold on, y'all. Joshua, what did that feel like?
Felt like I won $1 million to be actually that's how I felt like. It felt real good. Like at the end of the day, like I had confidence that I was gonna win, but it's different when they actually call your name up there. And so my person would swear she said I was crying. So I said I was just taking it in. But yeah, it was amazing though, just to be the only male there and went out of about 10 districts, so to represent for Terry Sanford District and now represent for Cumberland County District. The next, it's regional. So it's an amazing feeling.
I love it. I love it, Joshua. Let me read these comments here. All right. Your other brother said, "Uh-oh, sis, you're streaming. Yes, sir. We streaming. Brianna gave some check marks there. And she told Leo, yes, she is. And she said that scream came out of the depths. Hello, I was so happy. And we got some hands raised there from Jay. Also, Keisha said, yay. Beverly is on. She said, congratulations again. Thank you so much for that, Beverly. Drill said, Red X, where's the money at? And Lenora, why you yelling? Listen, I was happy. Okay. Keisha said, I think I'm a cry, right? I was about to cry. I was so emotional during that time. We do is win, 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 no matter what. All right, get back to this comment. Said congratulations. Jay said she crying talking about baby Dawson. Yes, baby brother. I was so happy. And y'all listen, while we on this subject, I hope many of you all know that this is okay. This is truly Teachers Appreciation Week, okay? So I am going to put, well, it's already up there. This is Joshua Dawson's Cash App. Y'all, let's bless Joshua on this evening. Let's show us his show him our appreciation. I'm so happy, Joshua. Let's show
Look,
him our appreciation. Listen, your daughter, your son may have been impacted by Joshua Dawson's presence, whether they were in his class or not. Let me tell you why. One of Joshua's neighbors, none of her children are in Joshua's class, but she saw that Joshua won Teacher Assistant of the Year, and they gave Joshua a card congratulating him. So again, it may not necessarily be that your children was in his class, but he is having a direct impact in some way, form, or fashion. So I'm going to keep his Cash App up there. Y'all go ahead and make it bing. I think he may have his phone
right
somewhere
here.
near.
Wait for it to
So
ping
he
right now.
definitely want to hear it. He definitely want to hear it ping there. So again, that's the Cash App. Y'all go ahead and make it bing
Make
there.
it right.
I'm gonna put it back on Joshua, but I do want to read these comments here really quickly, okay, before we end the show. All right. So we got some other comments here. Designate is on. She said, Black excellence at its finest. Congrats again, Joshua. Thank you so much for tuning in, Designate. Dwayne Watson is on. He said, yes, sir, big dog. All
1800.
right. Thank you, Dwayne. Josh, you want to say something? I'm sorry.
It's an 1800 right there, you Smith.
1800 E.E. Smith. I was on Fort Bragg Road, Terry Sanford. Okay. But Joe Dawson said, well, let me, Lord, get some money. Boy, bye. Sherry Dawson stated Lenora had them people standing up for their 5 minutes and still didn't take no picture. I really didn't, but I
Shaking up
listened.
there.
I was so nervous. I was shaking, but I captured video, and that's what's important. Brianna stated it made it real. She also stated, go to the top. No stopping. Keisha said, well deserved. Crystal is on. She said, congratulations. Thank you so much, Crystal, for that. And thank you for tuning in. There's some 100s there. So Brianna is cash apping you some $100 bills. So do I need to put that cash app since she threw 100s up there? Sherry stated, oh, you going to get it. I don't know what that was about. But yeah, they talking about Josh,
The mother.
talking about, right? We're not going there on the live. But who is this?
Rondo.
Rondo is on. Rondo said, Josh, thank you so much, Rondo, for tuning in. Drill stated, got money on my mind. I can never give it up. All righty. And there are some, no, Brianna, he don't want emojis. He want the cash app the ping. Jay stated, so proud of you, Josh. Thank you so much for that. And again, we got some amazing comments coming in here. Oh, Josh, listen. Let me read these because I'm getting down to something else. Y'all give my brother some money. Y'all know.
Hey, we about to block her, man. Hey, man.
Y'all, this girl does not have any sense.
Oh my
if her
God.
husband is watching, please remove her from this stream.
Yeah, we got to block her for real. She talking cash.
Brianna said, cha-ching, ping, ping. Keisha stated, Zelle, I don't have Cash App. So,
matter of fact, you can send it to my sister Lenore. She'll send it to me.
Okay, Keisha. So he's saying,
Keisha,
you can Zelle me and I can Cash App him. Okay, I'll do that for you. Larry Williams is on. He said, congratulations, cuz. Thank you so much, cousin Larry, for being on. He said, I'm proud of you, cuz he attended Ashley Elementary School. Wow, that is amazing. And she said, I don't know what this one is talking about, but she did say the Dawsons are popular. Okay, yes, because I found the street in Raleigh, Dawson Street, and then I saw that we have our own complex up there. Just got to figure out who it is. She said, I love it. Benita is laughing at Sherry, and Jay said, I love Sherry Queen. Dawson Williams. The girl has no sense at all, but we all love her. Brianna stated, I have a question. I don't know what the question is, Brianna. Can you just run it through really, really quickly before we end the show? Keisha said, okay, she will do that, Josh. So
Almost.
awesome. Sherry Dawson Williams said, what girl you know I'm telling the truth? Laugh out loud. They're having their own conversation there. Again, this is Teacher Appreciation Week. Go ahead and cash app this amazing teacher here, which his cash app is very unique. When he gave it to me, I was like,
She didn't want to
really?
post
Big Beast 05? Okay. All right.
it.
I love it. So, y'all, this is our last clip that we're going to show for tonight, but I have to show this clip. It was an amazing clip.
Good afternoon. Like I said, I'm speechless. I want to thank God first. I want to thank my family, our principal Haley, and Ms. Montallo. She was absent at this time. I want to thank Ashley Elementary for pushing me and motivating me to be who I am. Because this right here means so much to me. I'm just happy. I'm just happy, and I'm glad to be here, and thank you guys for this opportunity.
All right, that was Joshua. Brief acceptance speech. He was excited. The volume was not that loud, but he really didn't know what to say, but he was happy, okay? He was happy. Let me put this question up before someone pulls up to my house and they try to knock me in the head. So let me do this, okay? Here it says, because here is the thing with some exclamation marks. Answer my question, please. This is a question. With the notoriety you have now, this is for you, Joshua. How will you maintain your countenance in school and out of school with your new fame popularity? She's stating, how will you maintain Joshua?
So hopefully people won't know me. But not for real. But it's not be hard, but at the end of the day, I know all eyes are gonna be on me. So at the end of the day, you have to maintain, where you go, who you be around, social media, that as well. You got to know what to post, what not to post. And I've always been like that on Facebook anyway. Like, I don't post certain things. I always keep positively and all that drama stuff. No, never that. So, but you always got to push forward, because at the end of the day, they did a background check on every last one of these finalists. So they did go to social media and check and ran through posts, pictures, and all. So at the end of the day, social media plays a big part in yourself. People may not say, oh, you can't judge me off social media. Well, a lot of people judge you off social media, what you say. So be careful what you post, be careful what you say, and just maintain that positive, behavior and outlook. At the end of the day, hopefully with this start, like you say, keep going up and up, and make it a regionals and win regionals.
I love it, Joshua. I love it. And Joshua, it's 5 of us. He's the quiet storm, right? People know I introduced him as the oopsie baby, okay? He was the oopsie baby. My mom had him at 40. Okay, my daddy would have had her having kids at 50 if she didn't say, stop it, okay? But he was the oopsie baby, and he's the quiet storm. He doesn't bother anybody or anything of that nature. And just for him to get to this point in his life, y'all, I'm telling you, you heard me screaming in the video. I was overjoyed, okay? I was so happy and overjoyed. Sherry stated, Dad stated that he went to Ashley Elementary when he was a little pigeon. That means when he was small. Sherry, please don't talk about your father on social media like that. Your father is not a pigeon, okay? He's not a pigeon. Josh, talk to your sister. Bonita Quick said, true PK, we have to give honor to God, right? Bonita, you heard that, right?
Definitely.
When he started, I know the volume was a little low, but when he started, he said, I got to give honor to God. Listen, one PK from another PK. We know how we run it when we win things, okay? Brianna stated people know y'all and people know you too, Brianna. You just need to put your last name on your social media and they'll find you instead of a duplication of your first name. But yes, they know you.
Facts.
They know. What was you gonna say, Joshua?
I say that's facts. Yeah.
Jay stated you can't protest anymore. Listen, Jay, he did it in a very honorable way, which is an amendment right. Okay. So freedom of expression, but
Still
he
support
did it
my
in a
people.
very professional way. Say what, Joshua?
I said, look, if there's a will to way, you still got support, even
All
on the
right.
street or off the streets.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jay also stated endorsement deals. Sherry Dawson Williams, he needed a manager. I definitely agree because he's going to have a platform that's going to propel him from this newfound fame, in my opinion. All right. Brianna said this with some laughing emojis, and Sherry said, Lenore Dawson Lassiter, your parents are going to get you. Okay, well, hopefully they won't. Okay. But Brianna stated, I agree. What do they need to do? I'm not really tracking that comment. Maybe you can come back and give me some clarity there before we end the show. But Josh, y'all have been amazing. And let me just say, the audience have been amazing. You all have been amazing. And Joshua, can you believe your father is calling me right now? I'm on this live. Someone call my father and tell him I'm still on the live. I will be reaching him momentarily. I hope I did not get in trouble like my
Lenore,
sister stated. Okay. All right.
Lenore,
So Larry
it,
Williams stated, I got you, cuz I'll be your manager. Keisha Rogers said, make sure you check your Zelle, friend. I'll make sure. I'll
yeah, I
make
need it.
sure. And Sherry stated, Josh, is your phone pinging?
A little something, something.
Okay. All right. Okay. Larry Williams stated, answer my uncle. I don't want to do it on live because I don't want you all to witness the conversation that I am about to have. I really think Jay is right. You are in trouble. Yes, I think so. Sherry Dawson said, Lenore Dawson Lancer, answer your phone. Y'all not about to get me on live because once
They
I get
are.
on live, that's it. I cannot pull this live down. So I have to be accountable for what I've already stated. And I'm going to, yes, just ask my parents for forgiveness. I will.
Lenore,
Yes.
is it? Can you tell that story about one of the girls that went to our church?
Yes, I'm gonna tell that story. I definitely am. Let me read these comments here. Lauren Vaughn is on. She said, congratulations.
Thanks, Lauren.
CCS Teacher Assistants of the Year. Also, Dizzy Cross is on. He said, my God,
Boy,
much love. Thank you so much
boy,
for
Izzy,
being
what's up,
on.
man?
Josh, you want to say anything else? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was telling my boy Dizzy. I grew up with him from Lil Jig. That's my boy Dizzy.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Larry stated, don't do the bishop like that. Y'all, I'm telling you, I really don't know what my dad's going to say. So I'm kind of scared right now. Seriously. Josh, this is the last question. And I clear this has had to be a special episode because we have had an extensive conversation. This is a conversation. How can people get involved in the school system? Because, of course, we know there is a shortage. How can they get involved? And I'm going to give you full screen here as you talk. Okay.
Okay. Um, that was a good question. A lot of people want to know, how do you get involved in the school system? Most of the time, they will ask you for no less than for your bachelor's to do certain majors. Um, Sometimes you have to go back and get your master for certain teaching degrees. But a lot of times you can just reach out to human resource and they have a page that has the rundown of submitting your information, dealing with your resume, your background check. Um, Other people, such as people they can call. But it's not too hard enrolling. But at the end of the day, you have to look at the pay as well. So you gotta definitely do your research at certain schools that you're working at to make sure that they can basically benefit you as well as much as you benefit in the school. So the best thing is just do your research, look into it, ask questions, and just look at the guideline, the criteria that you may need. You can go to the Cumberland County homepage and can go under resources, and it gives you the rundown of what you need to submit, and the whole nine like that. Because the school system is lacking, very much so. And at the end of the day, it has to deal with a lot of stuff coming from up top, not only coming from the county, but coming from the state as well. So it's not only, you're dealing with the county issue, you're dealing more with the upstate as well. So just my main thing, do your research. And if you know it's for you, then go ahead and take that mission.
I love that, Joshua. Thank you so much for that. And I gave you full screen with full transparency since this is my podcast. I did call my father, but my calls were dropping. At least I did call him because of all of the comments that came in the chat. Okay, so I just want to let you all know that Jay stated that I'm calling after my meeting to know what happened, and I won't tell you. All right. Brianna stated you need to add your picture on the Cash App. Okay. Hopefully he will. All right. And Larry Williams stated get certified. Brianna stated nosy. So I guess they're doing some conversation backstage. All right, Josh, we're about to wrap it up. Brianna wanted to know, do you all accept volunteers at the school?
Yes, you have to sign up online. You sign up through the Cumberland County homepage. What you do, you go through there, like under human resource, you can go through volunteer, and then you submit your information, your name. Excuse me. Also, you submit the schools that you would like to volunteer at, and they do the background check. It takes up to 2 to 3 weeks. Once they send you a confirmation email, you can start at any time volunteering at the schools that you chose.
So that's how you can volunteer, and they need volunteers. And listen, Ashley Elementary School is trying to win a competition. They need votes so that their school can get, so they can get this donation of I think gift certificates from one of the local businesses here in the area. Jay Dwayne Garnett stated Lenora Dawson last to put you on one screen so she can get fussed off.
I'll take that for my sis.
Jay, absolutely I did. And I came and told y'all that's the reason why I gave him full coverage. All right. Mama definitely used to volunteer at the schools and also contributing various supplies, arts, and crafts to the school as well. Brianna said it, nice podcast. I definitely agree. It was a very, very great podcast. Joshua, any final comment?
I'm just glad to be here on this podcast. I thank you for the opportunity to be on here. I'm just glad that I was able to win this award. I'm representing for a lot of people in a lot of different areas. So that's the thing that makes you feel good when you have people from all different levels of your life congratulating you and letting you know, man, you did it. You representing us. At the end of the day, it's like representing different organizations and different people, and it makes you feel good that you are doing that. So it's just a major push to just keep doing me and keep being real and keep motivating other people and motivate myself at the most part to keep doing what I'm doing and, leveled up.
I love it, Joshua. Brianna stated we have more people joining. So Brianna, hopefully they can watch the replay because Joshua is tired and Joshua has a routine. I will not tell his routine.
Go ahead, take my routine.
Joshua has a routine, okay? Normally during this time, he is asleep. When he gets home from work, he goes into hibernation for 4 or 5 hours and then he wakes up late at night. I don't know how he does it. So I have basically
Oh, man.
changed his routine for today. Literally, I had to call him and say, Joshua, are you preparing yourself for the podcast? Because he would have, thank you for reminding me, Brianna, I will talk about that. He would have basically missed this podcast because he would have slept through it. So I literally had to call him and say, listen, you got to prepare for this podcast because it's important. Josh, I'm glad for this reminder that stated, did you talk about the young lady at church? No, but I'm about to tell the story because Joshua referenced it early, but y'all got me in trouble with my parents, okay, especially my dad. There was this young lady at our church, and she told Joshua that no, she was talking to my mother and was telling my mother that she was being bullied at school. So once Joshua found out that she was being bullied at school, Joshua took it upon himself to go to the little girl's school as support, emotional support, physical support. And when he went to her school, she literally, y'all, came back to church and told us what Joshua did and told us that his presence only, basically commanded attention of the bullies and put fear in those bullies, and they did not mess with her again. So he goes above and beyond, not just for the children at his school, but for other children as well. He definitely is an example. And this young little girl doesn't have a father figure in her life at all. But if you ever see this young man in person, he's big and he's bulky. So if he walks in a classroom with these little kids or children, listen, his presence is going to command, don't mess with her again. And they definitely did not. Okay. Let me read these comments. Lord, y'all gonna keep me on this podcast forever. But let me read these comments here really quickly. Okay. I gotta read these comments. Larry Williams stated, proud to be family. We're proud to be part of the family, cousin Larry. Sherry stated, we glad to have you on the podcast, representing the 9-10 in the NEAT boat. All right. Thank you, Sherry. Brianna stated he needs to stop that. He is no longer a toddler. Joshua. And also, Dizzy said after he eat the hot chips, right, Dizzy? He loved him some hot fries. And I told Joshua that red dye and those hot fries are not good for him at all. So hopefully he changes his diet. Keisha stated, oh, he's going to sleep good tonight. He definitely is, Keisha, because I'm telling y'all, this man sleep. Yesterday, one of my brothers, I got to tell the story. Yesterday, one of my brothers, Isaac, he sent us a message in our group chat, and he said that Chick-fil-A is giving out free chicken sandwiches for teachers. I commented to that post. I said, that man is laid up sleep somewhere. He ain't worried about no free chicken sandwich. And did he get one yet? Nope. Okay. All right. So Sherry stated, oh my God. She said he would have slept through it. Absolutely, Sherry. He would have slept through it. Brianna stated, I sent stars. Anyone wants to support? Yeah, y'all support. Send some stars here to this amazing podcast. Sherry Dawson Williams said, absolutely. He got that from his sister. And y'all have been amazing. It has been a great show. And Joshua, Brianna said, you are a change agent. And Sherry, I did say that he's big and bulky because he is. Brianna said big, bulky, and goofy. Brianna, don't do that. Blocker. Okay. Block, Brianna. Benita said that's awesome. He advocated for her, right? He is amazing. We got some emojis there. Sherry said that she's rolling. I'm rolling too, and I'm ready to get some water and something to eat. Okay. So Chandra stated, tell Brianna I almost got choked on my water when she said he ain't no taller. But y'all, I'm telling you, this man have to get his sleep. Y'all have been an amazing guest. I'm putting his Cash App on there. Joshua, is your Cash App still pinging?
Let me see. I'm about to check right now.
Because he just commented and said this is a roast session, but he wants you out to roast his Cash App and send him.
Come on. That's how you breathe that in right there.
Send him some appreciation for him being an amazing teacher and for his amazing accomplishments. So I'm gonna leave that there while I say, Joshua, from your baby sister, I am so appreciative for you, the goals that you're accomplishing. As you stated, you did something Daddy had the initiative to do, but once he got in there, you're like, this is not for me. But you're doing it, and I know it makes them proud to see that their baby son is doing great things. Other sons are doing great things too. The daughter, she needs a little help. She's doing, the oldest one, she's doing great things. She just, needs some therapy. But amazing. I know they're proud. Have we been perfect all of our lives? No. Are we perfect? No. But we are trying to make a positive impact in the lives of others, and we still have room for growth and development. Every single last one of us. But y'all remember that he definitely wants you to help children pivot in their life and also in their education, which is so important. Brianna, I'm not going to bring your comment on the screen, but we'll have a conversation later. Y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all hung with us for a while. I
Thank
appreciate
y'all.
that.
Y'all love me a little bit.
Yes, y'all love him. Y'all love him. And guess what? This man is sleepy and he's tired. So we're going to let him go and get him some something to eat and go let him take his nap. Y'all have a good night.